Hey there, welcome to Herman Haven. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. We're so excited to invite you into our safe space. Hermit Haven is like a cozy little hideout where we can celebrate being confident in ourselves as we find happiness in quiet moments.
So grab your favorite blanket and your favorite drink, and let's dive into today's episode.
Hi, I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Hermit Haven.
Hi, I'm Ashley. We're so excited to have you this week. This week, we're going to be chatting about romanticizing the everyday. And just like after all these other episodes we had, talking about like how, how seasons can be hard and how you have to still overcome it and come out on top. It's so important to romanticize the season you're in, even if it's like the most rockiest season, or if it's the most beautiful season, or if it's a season you're not sure about. It's so, so important.
Yeah, I feel like even like I've been in a really good place, but like the days just can get mundane. Like you can just get the same thing over and over. A lot of us have routine. And so if you're just like romanticizing little stuff, it just makes it more exciting. It's like instead of just looking forward to like the next vacation or the next big thing, it's like a way to look forward to like little things every single day. It's so fun. I love it.
I think too, we get so like sucked up on like what's happening around us or like, our phones or like the new TV show or a new book or like whatever it is, we don't romanticize even just like the small things like how lucky we are to even read a new book, how lucky we are to watch this new TV show, how lucky we are we get to play this new toy with our child. Like, we just see it as something, it is what it is, but there's so much more to it. And it's our way we process our thoughts. It's the way we think about stuff, right? We have to think about objects that it's more, right? You can look at the towel you use to wipe the counters and be like, oh wow, it's really dirty, man. I haven't been keeping up with my stuff. Or wow, we ate a lot, right? Or you can say, wow, I feel amazed that I'm able to clean up after my family and I'm able to keep our house clean. And we have the products, we have the things to do this.
Yeah. I I love where you're going. I before I forget what I'm about to say because I'll just forget. I was just thinking, I was talking to someone the other day and they were talking about like the news, right? And like watching the news and just it's so easy on like social media, the TV to hear about like all the things happening all around us. Whereas like back in the day when we didn't have all that, we didn't even know about all of it, right? We didn't even know, not that we should know what's going on in the world, but like we didn't know all of the things that we know now. And we just get fed so much information. And unfortunately, there's a lot of sad things or things that we don't agree with or whatever going on in the world. And so I feel like that can just like bring us down. And so I
Mm-hmm.
feel like romanticizing and just like finding little ways to be grateful and have joy, just like you're saying, it just like helps us to bring us back up and like lift us up every day instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, like the world is just weighing me down and like everything is terrible and everything's happening, because we're being like, no matter where you turn, if you're on something, a TV, a phone, you're hearing about all this all the time, which is why I don't watch the news. But regardless, I like what you're saying because like earlier I was cleaning the kitchen and talking to my sister and I was like, is it ever going to end? How many cabinets do I have that I'm wiping down? Like it felt like it was taking me so long. And
Mm-hmm.
instead I should have been, I mean, I was kind of thinking about it at the same time, but it's like I have cabinets, I have a kitchen. Some people don't have that. They don't have the ability to wipe down their kitchen. And so like it's valid to feel both things, but when you can have that gratitude for stuff like that, it just really helps you feel so much better in life every single day rather than like letting everything weigh you down. So, okay.
I
Anyway,
think
I had that thought.
too. No, I agree. And I think too, like when you romanticize the little things, romanticize the season you're in, you don't feel like you're doing the same routine over and over again. Like you don't feel like you're going to that 9 to 5 job anymore. You don't feel like, you don't feel like you have to wake up tomorrow and do the same thing over again. Like when you see the little things and everything, and I feel like too, like having a baby now, like every day is a new milestone almost for him. And so like it's slowing down and being like, well, yeah, I have laundry to do, but like I won't have this time to like watch him smile like this. Like he's learning a new skill.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like we get so caught up in all the things. There's always something to do. Like it's literally never ending.
It's never
Um,
ending. It literally, I feel like we all have a to-do list.
yes, always. I mean, I could think of a million, I could go all day long and still tomorrow have more. I could do it for a month and like still have more. Like the dust will pile, like I'll wipe it down and then a week later it's still gonna be there again. Like,
Literally.
and I clean it, but like still, it's just sometimes because things can get so mundane, especially maybe for someone, maybe for anyone, for me that is a stay-at-home mom that, I'm cleaning the house, I'm doing all the things, and a lot of it is the same. Or if you're going to a 9 to 5 and everything, it's a lot of the time it's like the same routine that you're doing. Sometimes I try to switch up my tasks. And like that is my way of romanticizing and making it more fun. I don't know if it makes it that much more fun, but I just like sometimes if I'm doing the exact same thing in the exact same order, some people need that, but I tend to get sometimes really bored and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I have to do this again. Like that's when that starts for me. And I'll be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing that right now, even though I normally do that dishes in the morning. Like I'm gonna do this instead. And like it just kind of like switches my brain a little bit. Or sometimes I'll rearrange stuff in my house. Like sometimes if I rearrange things, it just feels like a different space and then it just feels so much better. I don't know, it's like my way of romanticizing things.
But like, we all have to find our way of romanticizing stuff. Like, the way you think about stuff is not the same way I think about stuff. So of course it's gonna be a different way to do it. And I think, that's what's important is finding how for you to romanticize the season because how I romanticize it is not going to be the same. And right. And you want it to, speak to you. You want it to feel good to you. And also, like, I feel like too, being a mom, or being like, have a friend group or being a wife or whatever, right? These are things that, the way you see stuff and you speak about it is the way you're going to see and speak about it to whoever is in your circle, your family, your kids. And then that might rub off on mom. And then it continues, right? Like you being open to romanticizing the season and showing them how you do it might be different, but they might learn from what you're teaching them and you might learn the way they teach you. And the thing is too, I don't think we realize kids do this all the time, right? Like if there's a rainstorm, they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's raining. Like how cool is that? Like we can go jump in the mud," right? Or like they're like, or they go to the store and their favorite, YouTube star or TV show has a new cereal box. Like they're
Yeah.
so excited for that little thing, right? And for us, we're like, oh, cool. Like I didn't know so and so had a cereal box. Like that's the way we might think about it. But for them, they're like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. I need this cereal, even though it's probably a cereal they don't even like.
I was just talking to my girlfriend about this like a few hours ago, and I was talking to her. She's like, Reagan, my niece, that's 2.5. Reagan was over yesterday, and she was just so excited about blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I love that age because it's so true. Like, they're just so excited. Everything small is the most exciting. Like, Pierce will just laugh at some random thing, and it just like makes me so happy because then I start laughing, and it's like so contagious. And so that's like another thing. Like, when you're doing this and you're feeling great, like it is contagious. Like or I say something on here and then Ashley or vice versa, we're like, oh, maybe I should try that, like maybe that would work for me. And so, yeah, I totally agree. And I know you've said in like past episodes that it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Joy doesn't ever have to be a big, like creating joy. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Like rearranging my my
Right.
room. It can just be something like lighting a candle while I read my book. Like I have candles and I don't even always light them. And then I'm like, I should do that because it just creates like this cozy little atmosphere. Or sometimes I put one of those YouTube, what are they called? Those YouTube where it's like, it feels like you're in a bookstore, but it's just like a whatever. There's a word for them. But I'll just go on YouTube and find those types of things.
The little lo-fi sound.
Yeah. Or like crackling fire. Like just something cozy, and it's so easy and so quick and doesn't take a lot of energy, and it just creates just like a little fun space like in the middle of a day or the evening when the kids are in bed. Like
Could be like something so simple as like making yourself like a hydration drink and just like, or making yourself like a latte, like,
eat at night.
or it could be like taking the long way home and listen to your favorite tunes. Like, I think too, that's the thing too, is like we're in a rush to get to the next thing. Like, how many times are you like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I have to make dinner. I have to do this. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's nowhere near 4 o'clock. Slow
Yeah.
down. See what's around you, right? Is your kids playing a game that you can come check on them? Is your laundry going and you need to flip it, right? Okay, like that sounds so boring, but like how thankful I have my laundry going at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, why am I worrying about 4 o'clock, you know?
You need to remind me of that when school starts again, because that's exactly how I feel when I'm like bringing both boys to school. I only have 3 hours before I have to turn around and get them, and I'm like stressing myself out during the time that is my time. Like,
I feel like that needs to be a whole nother episode because how many times do you literally say to yourself, well, I don't have to be somewhere until like 5 o'clock and it's 2 o'clock or whatever, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't do anything now.
yes, we need a whole episode about that. That is me to a T.
Literally. And I think and it's so crazy because if you think about it, you have like 3, 4 hours. Like you could go clean your whole house, light a candle, take a bath, and still have time.
You could do so much stuff.
Or it's the opposite effect, right? Where you think you have so much time, so you wait till the last minute and then you're like, I gotta go.
I almost wish that I mean, I don't want to say I wish I had that problem, but like almost because the amount of time that I use stressing my brain out. But
Yeah.
anyway, I should be breaking it down into smaller things so that I can like be romanticizing some of that and not be stressing out.
Well, that's like what's so important is like, so even though you might have a hard season, or you might have a season where you need to slow down and take a break, take a rest, whatever that might look like for you, right? In that moment of taking that rest, or in that moment of slowing down, or in that moment of just trying to figure it out, right? What can you romanticize? Even if it doesn't, the skies are gray and everything is cloudy, is there something still you can find that you can romanticize?
Yeah. And sometimes, okay, like the mom guilt hits me because I get really overstimulated by noise. I promise this will come full circle. But like I get really, it's been worse and worse. Like I don't know, ever since I think I had Pierce, it's just been worse. And so they'll be playing, like the boys will be happily playing, doing whatever, but like making a lot of noise because they're playing together. And it's like laughing, like it's like happy things. It's not whatever. And I just sometimes get so overstimulated by it. And so my romanticizing, I suppose, like my way of helping myself to like ease out of that and like be able to romanticize and like find the joy is putting my headphones in. I know I've talked about that in other episodes, but like it's been such a game changer for me to put my headphones in, even just for a little bit and just like recalibrate myself. So like sometimes I know that we want to, it's the point. Sometimes we want to be romanticizing and sometimes it's really hard. And sometimes you have to help yourself out of maybe whatever mindset you're in or whatever to like get there to think of that positive thing. Like sometimes it's not super easy. Like I don't know, we talk about it and it's like, oh yeah, so easy, but sometimes it isn't so easy. And so you might have to help yourself get to a place where you can be like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have these cabinets that just took me so long to wipe down.
I mean, I
You
feel
know?
that whole like situation. So the other day, I cleaned Ari's playmat. Literally washed it. As soon as I put this baby back on the playmat, guess what happens? Blech! Everywhere. And I'm just like, really, buddy? But then I say this out loud. I go, really, buddy? But then I go, I'm so grateful that you have a clean playmat so you get to make dirty again and you need mommy to clean it again. Like, how lucky am I that you need me to do these things for you?
Yeah. And we're humans, so it's valid to feel both of those. It's
Mm-hmm.
valid to be like a little bit annoyed that you just cleaned it because that's your time and effort, but like also we're moms and so it's kind of our job to like take care of kids too. So,
Yeah.
and we have the playmat and we're able to clean it and we have the ability to walk and go clean it and use our, body, our able bodies. So like,
It's so true. Or like when he spits up in my hair after I just washed it, I'm like, really? But then I'm like, how lucky am I that he feels safe enough that he's able to spit up on me?
I
And I
feel like
know
sometimes it just like keeps you from going off the edge too.
it's literally, I'm like, it is what it is, right? Like, how many times you have to tell yourself it is what it is, right? It could be worse too. Like, thank God, it's not worse.
I feel like I'm a little bit more uptight than you too. So I feel like if you're getting upset about something, it must be pretty bad.
I feel like I used to have such anger issues. Like, you wouldn't even realize. Like, I had such anger issues. Like, I would throw stuff. I broke a phone that way. Like, right? And then I realized you need to slow down and like appreciate the moments for what it is and realize that what you're feeling comes from your thoughts. And I know I say this every single episode, but I will tell you this every single episode. if you change your thoughts, you'll change your feelings. So this thought that "Ugh, I can't get through this season, or this thought that like this isn't going my way, or this thought like, man, why is he acting like this? Oh my God, he's so fussy, or oh my gosh, why can't I make the perfect dinner, or why is this, why is that, why blah 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 blah. Stop asking why. Instead, change your mindset and be like, this is gorgeous. This is what it is. Okay, this is the setup. This is what it is. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best dinner I made, but I can make a better dinner, right? And romanticizing the thought of I can do more, I can do better. And I
Yeah.
think sometimes we think when like we're thinking about romanticizing, we're thinking about doing a gesture, we're thinking about doing something, but it's sometimes just the thought. It's literally clear. It's the thought. Like I am in love with my house, even though I have to walk up 3 flights of stairs. I have this gorgeous house where I can make memories with my family,
Yeah.
right? Instead of going, why do I have to walk up these stairs? Why do I have to live on the third floor? Why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, a lot of romanticizing really is your mindset because even if you do something like move the furniture around or light the candle or whatever, it's not magically gonna fix your life. Like it's just something that's gonna help you look forward to the moment and try to be in the moment more. Um, but it really is you that, and it takes practice. It really does. It really does take practice. I can't emphasize that enough. Like I never used to do any of this stuff, and I would just be like, and complain all the time about everything, and like valid, sure, but like who wants to live like that? And so by being able to do little things for yourself, or just like the thought of, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful that I get to walk across the house, like my brother can't do that. Like it's just having those little thoughts and those little moments of I get to do this. It's so helpful for your mindset, and it's not going to stop you from thinking,
Yeah.
well crap, you just like threw up in my hair, but spit up in my hair, but it's going to help in those moments.
Yeah, and I think too, it doesn't have to be the word thankful. It could be the word joy. It could be the word blessed. Like I am so, I'm so blessed that I get to live this life. Or wow, I prayed for this my entire life. Like, who cares if you threw up in my hair? I have a baby that I prayed for my entire life for, right? Like, it's changing, if it's the word, it's not, sometimes you need to find the word that resonates with you. So it might not be thankful, it could be blessed, it could be prayed for, it could be I imagined, or it could be, how wonderful is my life, right? You have to find that word that resonates with you and that sentence that resonates with you. So romanticizing this season might not like resonate with you. You're like, what does that even mean, right? But maybe saying, finding moments throughout the day where you feel blessed, or or counting to 3 when something gets overwhelming, and trying to change the way you look at it, spinning your thoughts around, right? So instead of saying, just clean the cabinets. Now there's little fingerprints everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this all over again, right? Like that's, you hear the frustration, but instead of saying, "Oh no, okay, I guess I just have to clean the fingerprints up again." But how thankful I am I have these cute little fingerprints, and how awesome is it that my children feel comfortable going to the cabinets themselves, right? There's 1,000 ways you can look at it, but it's up to you to change what you see in that season and change it around.
Almost like a way of like regulating your nervous system to be more calm and feel that just like whatever you want to call it, but that just like fulfillment or just peace, I suppose. Like it's just a way to just feel not so angry and overwhelmed and whatever you we tend to feel. Those are my feelings. Just like a way to feel more peace.
I think too that there's a positivity too. Like if you think about it, the more times you're grateful, the more times you're blessed, you feel blessed, the more times you feel successful, you're gonna bring joy to other people. You're gonna bring this attitude to other people. You're gonna do better in other things. Like you're gonna show up to cook dinner and instead of feeling like, oh, I do 7 nights a week. Do I have to do this again? You're gonna be like, wow, I get to provide for my family in this way, right? You're gonna start feeling and seeing a difference in your everyday life. Like I feel like you're gonna go from a 0 to 100 and how you feel. And it really truly will affect the people around you. It also will affect your success in life.
Yeah. And like anything, like it's a momentum. Like it gets better and easier the more that you do it. And it's almost like what I don't remember what it's called. Where like if you think of a certain car that you want to buy, and then you see it everywhere, priming or whatever it's called. I don't know, but like the more that you think about something or practice something or envision something, like the more that it comes back to you, or the more that whatever you put out there really is what comes back to you. And so the more that you're trying to flip the script and like instead of getting super angry about something, trying to find something positive in it, like the more that you do that, the easier it gets. And the more you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like life has just been so much more fun and so much more happy. Like, I don't know what happened, but really, like, it's you. It's you constantly trying to find the positive in everything. And, like, not to say that negativity is not going to happen and that bad things are going to happen because, like, this is life. Like, stuff happens and it's valid to feel that. But yeah, it's almost like all of a sudden you just don't know where all this came from, but it's because you've been the one doing it all
Yeah.
along.
And I think we think that this has to be an all day thing. Like all day you have to correct yourself when you say something negative. Like, oh, oh, I have to correct myself again. Oh, I have to correct myself. No, it's one small thought can change your whole day. And that one small thought can create multiple thoughts throughout the day, right? Or when you're in a situation like, that seems familiar and you had that small thought in the last situation, you're going to feel that same thought again, right? And I think too, when you're romanticizing a season, you're teaching yourself a lesson on how to love deeper and deeper every single time. And when you feel love and you feel this like your heart is open, your heart is warm, everything around you is amazing. It doesn't matter if it's grief you're going through, it doesn't matter if you're going through a job loss, it doesn't matter if you're going through the stress of a new job, it doesn't matter if you're going through being a new parent, like it doesn't matter what you're going through. When you take the small moments of the day just to think one thought, it changes your whole day. And
Yeah.
it's important every single season, no matter if it's a hard season uh, or a good season, you need to find the time of the day. And I think it's like a process. So maybe start with when, maybe not in the middle of the day, start with this. Maybe start in the morning when you wake up and just have that one simple thought of, wow, I'm so thankful I got to see the sun today, right? Or I'm so thankful that my children are out of the room giggling and playing and laughing, right? Or I'm so thankful I smell coffee that my partner's making me, right? Maybe start there. Maybe at the end of the day before you go to bed, say thank God or thank whoever for this day, right? This day was special. This day was precious. Or I'm so thankful that my children needed that extra hug because I needed that hug today, right? I think finding that moment in the day when you can be thoughtful about it, start there and then work yourself to always feeling those romanticizing the moments.
Yes. Amen. That's why I like to get up before the boys. I mean, I like one of my favorite parts of every single day is when they get up because usually I'm on the couch because I got up before them and had just a few minutes to myself to just like wake up and just have like peace and calmness because I need that. But then they come over and give me hugs and I've journaled about this so many times. It is my favorite part of the day. They come over and they just snuggle me and like it just is the best. And some people might be like, "Oh, the kids are up," but I'm like, "Oh, but I get these snuggles." Like, I don't know. So yeah, I 100% agree. I think the morning if you can get up before your kids or if you get up and even if you're up with them like just find just a few moments to be in the kitchen by yourself to just like have a few good thoughts. It really sets up your day so much better. I like more patient mom, I have less mom guilt, like it really does, it's really helpful. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, right. I was just telling Jackie how I have not slept probably pretty much haven't really slept in the last 3 days. I mean, I've gotten some sleep, it's just not consistent sleep because my sweet baby boy has been breaking out of his swaddle or somehow ending up on his side or wherever position he's in, and I'm exhausted, right? But I'm so thankful and so lucky that he knows that I will show up. He knows that his parents are always going to come to his crib. He doesn't have to sit there in silence and pray that someone's coming. Like, I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful that my baby knows that, right? And so it goes both ways. It's not your mindset, it's other people's mindsets too, right? You want other people to feel safe and feel loved around you and feel that they're so thankful for you and you made their day, right? And that might be the little moment that they felt. So sometimes people might be having this like long, hard day and you do something so small and little, right? And that's sometimes you're the light that they needed.
That's an amazing point. I love that.
Well,
Beautiful and true. So true. It affects everyone around you in such a
mhm.
good way.
I think, I think one of the things you can always think about is how can I help someone out today? How can I make someone feel better today, right? If I'm romanticizing my season I'm in, how can I help someone else romanticize the season they're in? And I know that sounds hard, but it could just be something so simple. If you know someone's having, their mother's sick or whatever it is, you can say, "Hey, just check on them, check in with them, right? Or someone has a new baby, you could say, hey, it's not just like sometimes we ask people how you're doing and people look at us, we're like, well, you know how I'm doing, right? It's sometimes people just want to know that you're thinking of them. And when
Yeah.
you tell people you're thinking of them, that opens the road for them to speak up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think one of the things we would love for everyone that's listening is to take the next 30 days and find one moment in the day where they can romanticize it. And it doesn't matter, again, if you're in the worst season you feel that is your life or not, because that season will change when you start romanticizing the little things. So we actually created more Jackie than anything because Jackie's amazing. We created a 30-day challenge of like a little joy challenge where it would kind of give you suggestions on what you can think about throughout those 30 days, but you can come up with your own. And we would love to share this with you. So we're going to make this like a free digital product that you could just get through our link, and then basically you just put in your email and I'll send you to download it. Super
Yeah.
easy, super simple. It's super fun. Jackie did an amazing job creating it. Really put in some good moments to think about throughout the next 30 days. And if you want to come up with your own 30-day joy challenge, drop it in the Facebook group. I think we'll do a thread in the Facebook group. What do you think? We'll do like a thread where people can put maybe what they're joyful for, or if they're
Yeah.
doing a 30-day challenge, they can cross off what they're doing and drop it in there.
Yeah.
Um, we do, if you don't know about our Facebook group, we are on Facebook. We have the link in our email that we send out. So if you're looking for that link, just sign up for our email and you'll get a little email each week saying we have a new episode out, what it is. Eventually there will be you'll eventually, our goal, right? We're romanticizing a season that isn't even happening yet, which is also really cool. Romanticizing the next season. And the next season we want to get more digital products out to you, more freebies, more things. We even talked about newsletters, right? I think that's another really cool topic is romanticizing the next season, right? Not washing away this season, but getting excited about the next season too.
Yeah. We want to make sure that we're putting stuff in there that you guys want. So make sure that you're letting us know either in the Facebook group or just replying to our email or on here or whatever, like letting us know what you want. But yeah, we're excited to grow our community even more. I feel like it's grown so much in just under a year. Like we're coming up on the year mark. Isn't that crazy?
I know it's crazy. One
3
year
months,
ago,
2 months, 2.5 months away. It's exciting.
crazy.
Yeah.
1 year ago, we found it's crazy. It happened on a Wednesday, the same Wednesday we found out about Ari.
Yeah. Yeah. That started. We published
We
our first podcast.
had a lot to romanticize that day.
I know. But yeah, let's do the joy challenge together. And it's just a starting place. And hopefully it like inspires you to continue on and just start finding like little things that you can be grateful for, thankful for, whatever, that just make you smile. And it really adds up when you're doing this like
Mhm.
consistently.
I want to say too, it's okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel whatever emotion you are feeling. Like your feelings are valid. And the point of this is to say, even in these whatever emotion you're feeling, you can find joy. You can find it. We believe in you. Like we believe in everyone. And we just want people to feel that they are a light in this world, in their own life, in everyone's life, and that you're part of something.
Yeah. And you're able to not have to depend on anyone else to find that joy. Like it's inside of you. Like you can find it even amongst the chaos or whatever is going on.
Yeah. And I think, if you don't know where like to start, like with your feelings and your thoughts, try just sitting down with your thoughts and feelings, journal, read a book, like I don't know, bake a cake, like take time to yourself where you can just think about your thoughts.
Yeah.
And we
We
love
love
you
you.
all. Look
Thanks
at
for
that, Jinx. And we hope you have an amazing day. Know you're loved, you're worth it, you're blessed, you're amazing. Like you can do anything no matter what season you're in. And we're excited. This is actually our 35th episode. So this was like our fun episode that we want to do. And our next episode, you'll see what it's all about. But we'll be up to our 36th episode. That's crazy. But we try to do a fun episode every 5 episodes. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. We'll talk to you later. Next Wednesday. Love you. Bye.
Thanks for spending time with us today and being part of our Hermit Haven community.
We hope you enjoyed our cozy chat and are inspired to embrace your inner hermit.
Remember, even in the quiet moments, you're never alone on this journey because we are truly all in this together.
So until next time, stay cozy, stay true to yourself, and keep spreading love wherever you go.
Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.